Bone growth. This is definitely a question that comes up on a number of exams over the years, so this will be quite important. Um, Anything with the OSS or something like that, OSSI or what have you, is to do with the bone. So ossification is bone growth, and this always occurs at the epiphyseal plate. All right. So what we're doing here is we're trying to calcify different minerals in order to form hard bone. We do this by using osteoclasts. So what an osteoclast do will firstly come in and destroy a little bit and clean old bone, um, and try and reabsorb any calcium that's not really needed there. The way it does that is it releases an acid, and that will dissolve the mineral, quite slowly, and then it will then take those kind of minerals away. And then osteoblasts will come along, and these will help to form bone, and they bring calcium to the bone, um, and they do this by using osteocytes. So these cells grow the bone tissue, and turn it into bone matter. Now, load-bearing exercises, so things like running, jumping, they can help improve those cells and help to reproduce new bone quite quickly. So cyclists, for example, someone that don't do load-bearing exercises, they're prone to breaking the bones quite easily, and also have a slightly longer recovery time because their osteoblasts and osteocytes aren't really that required as a cyclist. There's no load-bearing compared to a runner. They could usually recover quite quickly because they have more osteoblasts. So, as mentioned, if we were to go exercising right now, these osteoblasts would start to kind of float about and help rebuild bone as you're moving around. So, bone remodeling is an ongoing replacement of old bone tissue with new bone. Okay, and they will then redistribute this new bone to the areas of stress. So it might be around areas like processes or tuberosities where there's been muscle attachment and the muscles have been used, or it might be something like where there has been high impact and areas of the bone need to be remodeled and worked on. As mentioned, your osteoclasts will clean, okay, and then your osteoblasts and sites will come in to form new bone material. Now, calcium is one of the most important minerals essential for bone growth, which we can get from dairy food. And there is a medical condition called osteoporosis, which happens to weaken the bones. And this is simply due to a loss of calcium, and it will make the bones very fragile, and eventually they'll break quite easily. Other minerals that are required in bones, so as calcium, as mentioned, you've got vitamin D in there as well, for the formation of growth and remodeling of bone tissue. So calcium is vital for the young children as they are growing to be adolescents. So the more calcium they get, the healthier the bones they can generate. And your vitamin D is not actually a vitamin, it's called a prohormone, but that is used to help absorb the calcium. Without vitamin D, your bones will become weak. This can be found in eggs and other kind of foods like that